We're talking Takis, blue heat tortilla chips, Fuego waves, and hot chili pepper and lime meat stick. Hello, goblins and goblinettes. Welcome back to another edition of Destined to be Goblin. Destined Goblin here. This is where I will try a food product of some kind and decide whether or not I should give it my Destined Goblin seal of approval. So today's video is all about Takis, and the way this started is Melissa, who I have mentioned here in the past, kind of challenged me to try these blue heat tortilla chips. I guess she really wanted to see how spicy these actually are, and she figured it would be better for me to try them rather than try them herself, maybe. So I figured I'd go ahead and give these a shot, and while I was getting them, I also found some Fuego waves, and it says these are brand new. I think it's this particular type of chip. That's the new part here. And then I also found this hot chili pepper and lime meat stick. And you know, I've said in the past I love jerky, and so I'm curious to see. I've never had any of the Takis products before, and definitely never had any type of beef jerky or anything like that from them. So we'll see how this goes. We'll start with these corn chips. Now, Takis, I think these might be a regional thing. I think depending on the ethnicity in your neighborhood, you may be able to find some of these products that I review on here easier or more difficult. I'm 100% Polish. I used to live in a neighborhood that was very Polish. It was very Polish based, and we had a lot of Polish foods and things like that. The neighborhood I'm in here is more Hispanic, and so there's a lot of Hispanic types of foods and things like that. And I've never seen these Takis outside of this area, so I'm not sure if these are regional or not, but we'll see how this goes. I know that they have a lot of different types of products that they offer. There's those blue heat tortilla chips right there. So they are rolled. There are 140 calories in these, and there are, let's see, 12 pieces in a serving. So there's one of those tortilla chips. Let's see what the flavor's like here. It's got some heat. Not overpowering, but definitely noticeable. If you don't like spice at all, you might not like these because it's a little bit spicier than, say, a mild. I'd say it's a little bit on the heavier side of spicy. Got some of that blue dust on my fingers. These are good. I like the crunch. I like the texture of these. It's a good flavor. I don't know that I can specifically say what kind of flavor it is. It's almost just more spicy tortilla chip. So I was looking at the ingredients, and it says that there's chili pepper and lime in here. And that seems to be the theme on these Takis. It seems like a lot of their products have the chili pepper and lime. I can definitely pick up the lime flavoring on this. And I definitely pick up the chili pepper. The chili pepper is very prominent. These are good. This is a good 2-star seal of approval. Yeah, Melissa, if you're curious, there is some decent heat to these. So, yeah, if you try these, be prepared. Let's move on. Let's go on to the waves. Fuego waves. And it looks like these are... they are potato chips. They're wavy potato chips. So they are hot chili pepper and lime. So I'm guessing that hot chili pepper and lime is kind of the theme for all of these Takis products. 140 calories and 14 chips in a serving. So let's see what we get here. Nefertari is sitting next to me here. I know she doesn't want any of this spice. Look at that. When you get coloration like that, it's usually a pretty good indication that there's going to be some heat. Let's see what we get. There's a lot of spice on these chips. Look at that color. There's a lot of seasoning on there. I'm a little scared, but let's see what we get. Wow. That is intense. That's a lot of spice. There's a lot of seasoning on these. Okay, these are thicker cut potato chips. So they're crunchy, they're crispy. They're not the same texture like kettle cooked chips, but I would say they're around that thickness. And I think the extra thickness in them helps to hold a little bit more of that seasoning, and it makes for a little bit more intense flavor on this. If you don't like spice, I would not attempt these if I were you. This is some serious heat, and it kind of builds as you eat it. Okay, so I've said in the past, I don't like heat for the sake of heat, but I like heat if it's associated with flavor. The chili pepper and the lime flavor in this is fantastic. You can taste the lime. There's no doubt you can taste the chili pepper. You taste the chili pepper in all of these products, apparently. But the lime really comes through as well. This is a strong 2-star seal of approval. Okay, and now the meat stick. And I'm excited about this because I'm very curious to see what the flavor is here. This one is really hard to see. And this is 130 calories for this entire stick. So, similar to, say, of course, a Slim Jim, something like that. But it is hot chili pepper and lime. Yeah, that seems to be the going flavor on the Takis. But I like the flavor. I may have to pick up more of these. I've never tried these products before. And just because I think it was a little bit of just uncertainty. I really didn't know anything about the product. But I really like this flavor that they have. So here's the meat stick. Oh, that's a good beefy aroma to a beefy scent. Wow, that's a nice aroma coming off of this. Okay, here we go. Interesting. That heat kicks in later. Yeah, I was expecting Slim Jim. I was really anticipating this tasting like a Slim Jim. Texture is very different. It's softer than a Slim Jim. Slim Jim feels like it's packed in a little bit more dense, a little bit more tightly, a little bit of a denser product. This is a little bit softer. This has got a lot of heat to it too. Not getting a lot of the chili pepper and lime flavoring on this, mostly getting heat. And honestly, the texture, it kind of has me weirded out a little bit, just because eating a product that reminds me so much of a Slim Jim, and I understand, I realize it's a completely different product, but I think my mouth is kind of anticipating that Slim Jim feel, and it does not have that. And that is a little bit odd. Okay, I don't hate this. I don't love this. I'm gonna give this a 1-star seal of approval. It's not bad. I would prefer to actually have a Slim Jim in a case like this. Okay, so there we go, Takis. You may or may not be able to find them in your grocery stores. I'm not sure if it's regional or not. But as I said, we have a strong Hispanic population around here, and all of our grocery stores carry a lot of the Hispanic products, which is fantastic because I love foods like this. So it's really good for me that I'm able to get some of these products. But you might have, you may or may not be able to find these. Check these out. If you see them, if you come across them, I highly recommend picking them up, especially if you want to try something with some heat to it, with some good flavor. I think you're going to like these. I will catch you next time.